still.
Yep, exactly as you predicted, Kicks.
Seems weird. I guess the problem is when all foreign tournaments use different systems, like ESL uses their own website, Zotac were using Battlefy, I mean Team Liquid Open's using Challenge, isn't it? So
Yep.
same as that, or same as this, but still, all of the systems work ever so slightly different. I think Havatu was using Smash GG if I remember correctly, so
Yep.
kind of crazy how many systems people have to learn.
I mean, they should be all pretty much the same, though. I mean, it's just a bracket system, right? How complicated can it be?
Well, I mean, as Cryoc shown, quite complicated.
Well, he just didn't know it was a best of three, which, to be fair, it actually doesn't say best of three anywhere on Challenge, which is actually kind of dumb. I don't know why it doesn't actually show in the rounds, like, what type of series it is.
I am just updating it now, so it does. Just in case that confuses people.
Oh wait, can you actually do that? Wait, how do you do that? You should probably do that for TL Open.
You click on the round titles, apparently, and then it saves.
Oh, yes indeed. Oh, that's useful. I definitely need to do that then.
You're going to be there for a long time with TL Open doing that. There's like, how many people signed up now? 100 or so?
Like 115, I think. It's crazy, dude. I was like, what? What is going on?
I think Challenge are probably like, wow, we've not had a tournament with this many like sign-ups for a long time. By the way, guys, in case you didn't actually know, there is a Team Liquid Open that me, Sail, Sham2, Supernova Maniac, and possibly GTR will be casting tomorrow. I'm going to link it in both Sail's chat and mine, and that is tomorrow. You still have a chance to sign up?
Hell yeah. Team Liquid Open.
Ooh, okay, they're going. Right, so...
Is that Faust Cryoc?
Yeah.
Let's go for that.
Right, I need to get them to wait just a second when I join. Wait. What the? I got kicked out apparently. Or I left somehow. So the banned Triathlon and Athena. Just telling them to wait just 1 second because I've just reopened my overlay and I just want to make sure that it's actually turned on this time. Cryop's Terran, isn't he? Yeah. So they banned Triathlon and Athena, which means, I believe, judging on map order, which I actually had open as well, it should be Colosseum, Oddeye, then Dante's Peak. I'm just going to double check. Just so we've got everything ready. I had all this open, then somehow it closed. Okay, so we've got Oddeye, Colosseum, then Dante's Peak finally. So let's just quickly pop that in. And by the way, it's Oddeye 3 in case you need to put that in your overlay.
Nope, got no maps in my overlay. Far too complicated for me, although Foxen did suggest it. Actually, I probably should though. Think about that. Oh man, wait, isn't Oddeye super Terran favorite in this matchup?
It was, but it wasn't played much.
This is the disconnect map. What?
It was, but it wasn't really played all that much. When you look at the amount it was played, it was kind of one tournament. Like, it's because they made so many different versions.
Fair enough.
They had Oddeye 1, 2, and 3, and 3, I think, as you said, was the disconnect map. So, I mean, it was in a tournament where Flash was playing, and Flash is pretty good against Zerg, so...
Dude, are you using the Artosis excuse of the only reason the stats favor Terran is because Flash is a person? Oh my god. Alright, at the top left position, playing as the not Flash yellow Terran, we do have Cryoc.
Then down in the bottom right position, we do have SCC-Faust. And I'm not so much saying that it's only because Flash was a Terran player, but realistically, when you're looking at all the players, you've got to take into account that some games will be recorded in like the round of 64 or something of a tournament, where you'll have Flash beating on some poor like 12-year-old kid who's just left school to come play in the qualifiers. And yeah,
Well, I mean, Jaedong. What about Jaedong beating on like little Terran kids? I mean, isn't that the same thing?
it is. Yeah, of course it is.
So, like, surely you can't really make that argument unless you want to study like every single actual game and what the elo difference was between the players or something. It just seems like it seems like
is
a
a bit
very
insane.
I mean, I get it, but it just seems very funny to make that argument.
It is funny, but I mean, especially when we're in, like, we're not at the proest level right now, so map stats, they don't really come into it as much. It's more going to be the player's mechanics. I mean, of course, they can use the map features to their advantage, and some maps, like Battle Royale, are inherently advantaged to one race, but I think we should be fine. It would be interesting to see how a map like Odd Eye would do in the long term. Now, one thing that may come into Faust's favour here, Cryoc is of course a very good foreign Terran player, but Faust, much like Tai 2, SCC buddies, the Worker Rush duo, they're pretty unorthodox, so it'll be interesting to see how Faust actually plays this out.
Well, it looks like he's gone for a 12 hatch. Where does Zerg take their third, by the way? Because I can't see a third base that can actually be defended by 3 lurkers. All the bases that I can see have multiple entrances.
I would imagine you would take it so in the 6 o'clock position, because you have your, I mean, to get there you have to run the whole way around the map, and you have the, it is a wide ramp, but you should be able to defend it.
Wait, what's 6 o'clock? You mean the mineral only?
Ah, that's a mineral only, isn't it? Okay, I guess bottom left?
You see, and that's so open, right? You see what I'm talking about? You see, this is exact.
Okay, that's what the map's Terran favored. I see it.
How do you take a third base as Zerg on it? Oh god. All right, well, let's see how Faust does it. Let's see if Faust even knows what the map looks like. I mean, he could just go for the double gas, not realizing it's super open.
See, now,
to be fair, if you open an aggro build, it might not matter that much.
Yeah, one thing to know about Faust as well is he actually studies the maps that he's going to be playing. So for PATL, he played about 20 games against me on Sim Peaks of Baekdu, so I have a feeling he would have at least tried the map, and he has a plan, I would imagine. I mean, he's going for his third hatchery in his natural for one, which is kind of interesting in ZVT.
Weird. Yeah, I mean, I guess he has a reason for this. I don't understand what it is though. I mean, if he was gonna put it here, why not put it touching the cliff to block a vulture run by? Okay, that would make some amount of sense to me. But he just put it touching the other hatchery, so it doesn't even block anything. I guess technically, if you saw a vulture coming in, you could build like an Evo or something to block. But I don't know why you wouldn't just put it against the cliff in the first place. In the meantime, looks like Cryoc is just taking a gas.
Yeah, Cryoc is going for the +1/+5 racks build, I think. We're going to see the engineering bay coming up now, which it is. He'll put 2 guys in gas until 88 gas, and then he'll pull them out and start adding his barracks on, well, after his academy. So, pretty standard opening from him. And it looks like Faust is just going to head straight up to there, getting a second gas, which usually means we'll see some muters, I believe. I'm not au fait on Zerg builds, but I think the earlier second gas does point towards that.
Yeah, I mean, guessing mutas, you're gonna be right the vast majority of the time. Interesting that we have an early sunken. It's quite a long map, isn't it? So he's morphed into sunken already, but that's not necessary. He's got all the vision at the front, right? You could definitely leave that as a creep colony for now.
Maybe
it looks like, wow, is this SCV actually gonna get away?
Possibly. He should be able to catch it with the other ling though. If he pulls that other ling back down, he should be able to get it. I mean, the one thing is, this is a very long map. Oh, there we go. That was actually a nice pick-off by Faust there. As you
Wow,
say, it's a very... Oh, wow. Okay, so here's the non-standardness coming out of Faust opening straight lurkers. But then, am I right in saying that when Jaedong went one base lurker yesterday, I think, it was either yesterday or the day before. So, I mean, the lurkers are on the way up.
Do you know what build Jaedong did on this map on the power outage game against Flash?
I can't remember, but all I remember there was early lings, and then I think he went muteless.
Yeah, because this is exactly the kind of thing I thought Faust might do because of how difficult it is to take the third base on this map. So instead of going the normal muta route, if you just power out Lurker Ling and actually have a standing ground army, then you could potentially just take the 3 o'clock, the closer base, and actually just defend that with your bigger army, rather than trying to be cutesy with mutas. So yeah, this is definitely not bad.
There's also a lot of ridges all over the place. I mean, realistically, to get to Faust base, Cryoc is going to have to move along sort of around over at least either some bridges or some cliffs. So really nice places to set up lurkers to sort of counteract them. Looks like Cryoc did actually just scan the 2 bases, so he knows exactly what's going on now.
Yeah, he scanned the main, he saw the Den and the Evo Chamber, saw no Spire, so he knows what's going on. He's moving out right now. The lurkers are a little bit slower than mutas coming out, I believe, because not only do you have to make the Hydras, you have to morph them into lurkers as well, and they have to just crawl out in the middle of the map. So you can see Cryoc just trying to get a bit of space, make sure the lurkers can't morph too close to his base, make sure he has time to react. He's building his first bunker at the front now, and you can see no turrets in the main or anything. He knows he doesn't need those. Probably going to start pumping out siege tanks as soon as this factory finishes. And looks like another scouting SCV as well, just to check where Zerg is going to take a third. Now the thing is, even though a third base is trickier to take on this map, there are 2 double gas bases in the corners, and if Zerg can get them, actually it looks like they have 10 mineral patches. Or wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 mineral patches each. So these are super duper bases.
Now the crazy thing is for Cryoc there is he actually sent, as you said, the 2 scouting SCVs. He checked every other map or every other base on the map just to make sure that Faust hadn't hit a base. That is really nice gameplay by him. Just checking that he's not missing anything. We see another scan going down on the main, and look at Faust. It looks like he's going to move over and take this bottom left gas, double gas.
Yeah, it looks like so going to try and get that super income base. Double bunkers at the front for Cryoc. I'd be slightly careful about getting backstabbed. And here we go. Looks like Lurker is going to position on the high ground. Is Cryoc going to go down the south side?
If you think about it, by holding this position on top of this ramp, he covers the bottom left base. The only fast way to get there is over this high ground, so this is a really nice play by Faust just to get the units there. As long as he keeps vision of the right side, he should be in a really good position.
Yeah, I think so as well. We'll have to see. I think the first siege tank is coming out here. Cryoc might just wait for the siege tank to actually push these units back off the ramp. Attacking up the ramp into lurker fire would be suicide. And +1 carrot base, by the way, already done for Faust. Super fast upgrades on his units. +1 attack is done as well for the Terran, but that's kind of expected given his fast +1 build. But very interesting. And double factory actually with machine shop. Fast double factory from Cryoc here in response to the lurkerling opening. You can see this is definitely an adaptation. You definitely do not normally see this fast of a second factory with machine shop in particular. You can potentially sometimes see quicker factories just for vultures with mines, but usually not for tanks.
Yeah, normally you would see you wouldn't really see double tank, but knowing that the opponent opened lurkers, most of his units are going to be lurkers. The scary thing for Cryoc is Cryoc's actually been lacking in his bioproduction, so although his supply is a lot higher, where he's been powering up on his tech so much, he's got Radiant coming up with the first vessel, he's actually got a smaller bioforce than he normally would have, so I don't think it's going to make too much of a difference, but every little helps in TVZ. And with the fact that the Spire is coming up as well, and the Queen's Nest, I mean, we could see some Guardians here.
Yeah, I mean, you do want to get the Spire anyway for Scourge, for dropships, and Science Vessels, otherwise you don't have good answers to those. So even if you open Lurker, you definitely want the Spire eventually.
Yeah.
Twitch login ID from the chat makes a good point also, which is Cryoc is being super passive right now because he's paranoid about stop Lurkers. He doesn't know, because he knows Faust open Lurkers, and until the Science Vessel comes out, he can't scan everywhere, and he's not Flash. He doesn't have a god sense of where stop lurkers are going to be, especially since I assume he's not very familiar with this map. So he just has to wait outside his base, massing up until the vessel comes out and can protect him.
He's seeing lurkers now, though. He's just done a big scan, which actually looks at every single lurker on top of that little hill area. So he should know that he should be safe to move around the right. But how is Faust going to react to this?
Yeah, it's going to come down to a big engagement. Now, on the one hand, having the ramp is nice, but on the other hand, he doesn't have any units in position to flank, and he actually can't really flank easily. You have to go all the way around the middle. I can see a few Hydras running up the right side here, But any engagement would have to kind of be head on against the Terran. And it looks like due to pathing, one lurker kills itself. It's
Also,
not good.
the crazy thing is here, he's actually given up the position on that little ramp, which leads down to his double gas. So if Cryoc notices this, it looks like he's actually moved his camera down there, so I think he's sending a vessel just to check. There's absolutely nothing defending, well there's 2 lurkers there, but that's not really too much to defend against this massive Terran ball that is going to go straight for his 3rd base.
Faust is just going to sack this base and go for the counterattack, but he's taking so long to go around the right side, like he's still so far away. And here we go, the army's coming in, there's only 2 lurkers here, this base is definitely going to fall. He took the double gas, he was quite greedy here, but now he's going in for the counter, and what is Cryoc going to do here? He needs to pay attention to the front. There is the stim, he's got 2 bunkers to fall back to, probably needs to pull everything back to the bunker. He's got 3
so
C-tanks, I don't think this is going to work.
Yeah. He's not sieging for some reason. Oh, we do see the scan and we see the siege now. The lurkers have killed all the bio, but he's going to have to pull back. This is not a favourable engagement for Faust to be in. Now, luckily for Faust, he did pull all of his drones away, so he's not going to lose too much by losing this base, but he does need to take another base, and he will take the 5 o'clock, well, 4 o'clock, I guess.
Well, I think this is extremely painful though. So he is retaking the 3, but you know, losing that double gas base. He's just finished his hive, but now he's back down to 2 gas, trying to pump out the lurkers and the hive tech. Now, to be fair, you know, since he skipped mutas entirely, he did save quite a chunk of gas. But you know, he's also been rushing his upgrades. He's got +2 carapace already. Actually, does he have melee attack yet? No, he's just got +2 carapace.
He's getting ultraless now as well as taking that top right base as well. So. He's not in a terrible position, but he is ever so slightly further behind than he'd like to be. He really does need Defilers with Swarm though, and he doesn't have a Defiler mound yet, funnily enough. He's going kind of crazy Zerg, where he's just skipping Defilers for now, and going straight into... Well, this could actually be a really good flank if he can pull this off. I don't know if he knows about the army there though.
It looks like he doesn't. He's got a ton of lurkers. There go 2 irradiates. He needed that flank to come down, but it looks like with this many lurkers, he might still get a lot of damage on the Marines. But look at all those little blood roses from the lurker explosion. Now the lurkers coming in from the flank. They might actually pick up a lot of these tanks. But look at the mini-map. A lot of Terran units coming in from the surround.
Yeah, and the lurkers needed to get a little bit closer to the tanks as well. They actually just sat in siege tank fire, which isn't good for Faust, and I think Cryoc may just be able to break through here. And there we go, GG.
GG from Faust. Whew.
That was kind of crazy, and unfortunately, if Faust had been a little bit more on the ball with, if he'd been a little bit more on the ball with his back army, I think he could have sandwiched that force and held that. But just a little bit of mismicro where he burrowed all of his lurkers rather than just one group. May have cost him that engagement and the game, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, I guess he didn't have vision of the army, so he didn't realize it was coming down that quickly, and that's part of the reason. So, a bit unfortunate.
Yeah, and as Alan Artley said, Alan Artley. I always say his name wrong. He's corrected me so many times. I feel so bad, but he's got a stubbornness of building Defilers, and that really did cost him that game.
Yeah, I think so. Alright, looks like game 2 is going to be on Colosseum. At the top right position as the purple Zerg, we will have Faust.
Then in the bottom left position, we do have Cryoc, the yellow Terran.
Alright, cross map on Colosseum. Unlike on Oddeye, it actually, it's not too difficult. 3rd base on this map. Well, having said that, there's no like nice ramp for the main, but you can potentially, like, as a Zerg, you can take another natural, like an inside natural as your 3rd, because that has a normal ramp leading up to it.
Sail. I think Faust is going for a Sunken Rush. He sent
on a
out
freaking
Drone
4-player map
incredibly early. Like, the thing is, this is the only, well, I think there's only one other map, which I cannot remember the name of, which actually has neutral creep. But look at this. He sent out 2 drone scouts. He is definitely doing it. But I hope he realizes he's going to need to get a pull quickly. Usually you would do this off the back of like a 4 pull, You can do it off the back of a 9 pull though, so it'll be interesting to see if he puts his, it looks like he will do, put it down on 9.
This is I am not convinced this is good.
It's definitely good, especially if Cryoc is going to try and wall this. Cryoc is walling it, but he is attacking that neutral sunken, but he's not going to be able to get it quick enough. But the thing is, there's no spawning pool.
Exactly.
Maybe he's faking it, although that would be incredibly weird. Oh my god,
is he proxy hatching?
Is he doing the Lucky Noob build? Oh no. This is like next level sunken rushing on this map. Look how scared Cryoc is of that sunken rush as well. He sent 2 SCVs primarily with the goal of taking out that neutral sunken there and getting rid of the creep. But I hate to tell you this, Cryoc, but there's going to be more creep outside your base in a second, and it's not in that direction. And there we go, the spawning pool does go up on 30, or on 9 supply still.
Wait, on 9 supply? Oh, did he? Oh, he didn't make an over. Okay, so this is a proxy 9 hatch, 9 pool, Ling sunken all in. Oh, I see. I see. Okay, now I'm a slightly more of a fan of this build. I was like, it's not really the right timing if you're not going 5 pool, as you said. But now it actually works. The reason I'm not convinced about the 5 pool is if the Terran sees this, even if it's a wall, you can just pull like 8 SCVs and just kill the sunken so fast. SCVs are so strong in the early game, even against Zerglings. Like,
okay, so
I do not envy Zerg going 5 pool against.
Yeah, from experience, when you pull SCVs, they don't manage to kill the sunken before the Lings kill them. The only way you can hold this is just above the wall on the natural cliff. You can build a bunker, and that just has enough range to attack the sunken. But as long as the Zerg keeps reinforcing with Lings, then they're not going to lose. But basically, I've not played against what Faust is doing, but Faust has clearly practiced this for this map. This is certainly not something he would just randomly pull out.
Oh my god. Presumably this is a Ling-type wall, so he's gonna need the sunken to force a lift or something on the barracks, I guess, but he's on the bottom side, which means the sunken won't actually range the depot.
Yeah, but he's
unless he can build it right on the edge. I'm still not 100% convinced that this is going to work, but either way, it's super awesome. And he's facing a 1 Rex expand, which is pretty much as good as he can hope for. And here we go. Now the Ling's coming down. Alright.
Look at him waiting for the creep. This is crazy. He's just got that. He's got that. There we go. The drone does go down.
God.
I mean, it looks like the SCV did actually scout the creep, so he knows exactly what's going on. Is he going to build a bunker? He needs a bunker, like, right now. Because the second this wall goes down, he is, like, yeah, there we go. He's got a bunker, but I think this sunken on top of the cliff is actually in range of that. And he can also do I believe that you can do the range bug, can't you? Where you attack something in range, then attack something out of range.
That only works on the diagonal, I thought. Does that really work sideways? There's no way that works horizontally, is there? That would be crazy.
Well, I guess we'll find out. But look at this, he's just attacking the depot, so either way, Cryoc is gonna be supply blocked here. Although no, he's actually built more depots than he needs, so that's gonna help him. But he is gonna lose his one and only barracks. This is gonna be quite bad. He hasn't started another barracks yet. Oh my god, there's so many Lings!
The double walling, look at that, he builds a depot and a barracks on the top side to block it. Wow, Cryoc, the genius, look at this, completely shut it down. That was amazing, did you see that, Kicks? He built a barracks depot wall on the top side.
That was really good,
my God.
But I still think Cryoc is in trouble. He's gonna lose his Marines, and I mean, it's just Lings versus SCVs right now. I mean, it looks like SCVs are pretty strong. And he won't be able to carry on the creep push, because I don't think the creep goes down the ramp. But he's still got to contain.
I think Cryoc is fine. But Faust is on 8 drones and 1 base. I mean, like, Cryoc has a second base mining already. And he's got 1 Marine just chilling in here. Only 2 Lings left in the main base. I mean, Faust, I guess, has to go for another Rumby, maybe into the natural or into the main. And a Firebat is out. He went straight Firebat. I love it.
Oh my god, the Firebat might die, though. That was actually a really good micro by Faust.
What a freaking game. What a freaking game. More Speedlings coming out. He's all in on the Lings. He's not going past 8 drones here. As long as Cryoc doesn't die, he'll be fine. And now he's pumping 2 barracks Firebats.
Oh my god, and he's going to have Firebats in both bunkers. He could even put some Firebats on the ramp.
Wait, what do you mean both bunkers? Is there a second one?
Not both bunkers. I mean both fire bats.
All right, here we go. A medic is out as well. Here come the Zerglings.
There's so many
Actually,
lings.
this could be pretty good.
Oh my god, he needs to be careful though. They're all clumping up a lot.
Oh, looks like the Lings are going after the SCVs.
Oh
They're
god,
killing
they're
a lot of
gonna
SCVs.
get
Look at the fire bat roasted. Wait,
my
where's the
god.
second one? It looks like one of the fire bats actually died. And oh my
It
god,
did,
wait,
yeah.
Cryoc is not doing this very well. He's losing a lot of SCVs. He lost so many, but he's still at 9 in the main. He's still mining at the natural, by the way. The Zergling's now running after the fire bat. Another fire bat comes out.
The medics are
think
just too
Cryoc
strong in
held.
this situation. I don't think he can break the fire bats like this.
Oh man.
I mean, the thing is,
I'm telling you, Kicks. Cryoc's got this.
Cryoc is in a really good position, but he still needs to break out of the Sunkens. Like, he still needs to get
What?
out of his main.
No, he doesn't. He's on 2 base against a 1 base Zerg. He can just sit like this for 10 minutes and totally fine. Like, Faust isn't making any drones.
Eventually, he'll have to leave his base,
What?
and he's only got fire bats, so...
What the? He's on 2 base. Look how many SCVs he has. Oh my god.
Don't count
There's
Faust
a
out
pure
yet,
fire bat.
Fail. He's still in it, it's Brood War, anything is possible.
This game is over, Kicks. It's 48 supply to 20. He's got these 3 Sunkens on the top are doing absolutely nothing. Faust needs to kill him or he's gonna lose, and he's not killing him with 5 fire bats on the field. Oh god. Look at that!
Oh
look at that
my god.
roastage! Oh, got him.
Fire bats with medics are so hard for Lynx to deal with. But I'm still
Oh,
not
he's-
counting Faust out yet, look at this, he's still got the 3
What?
Sunkens. Wait, he could just run up to the natural, but I don't think he's realized.
He doesn't realize. He should have done that, actually. And now they're gonna be siege tanks, so he's gonna just siege down these Sunkens and it'll be fine, right?
Yeah, but the high ground advantage sail, the siege tanks will miss.
Oh my. It'll take the siege tanks twice as long to kill them. Ah! Oh man. Oh, poor Faust. Poor little Faust.
He did try
One
though.
day, guys, I
It's
promise
a valiant
you.
effort.
One day we're gonna cast a game where Faust does something crazy and wins. But today is not that day.
There's
Oh,
still-
he's building the
there's still
den
time
at the
sail.
proxy. He's going 1 hatch lurkers, or 1 base lurkers technically. It's 2 hatch.
I mean, Jaedong won with this build, so you never know.
Wait, he's mining from the 3rd gas. He's mining. Look, he's distance mining the gas.
That's so cool.
Oh, what the hell, Faust?
Faust is
Alright.
just a king. I mean, look how much ground he's covered with creep. I mean, that's pretty much a victory right there. Oh my god.
Oh, my God. What is that, like a cultural victory?
Yeah. The poor Lings, they're trying to bait the tank out into the Sunkens, but the Marines are actually getting in the way. And here is where the problem starts. If only Sunkens could hit air, maybe he'd be able to push away this bunker.
It's okay, he can make Hydras now to push it away. There you go, Kicks. He's fine.
I wonder if this
Oh,
doesn't
man.
count as high ground, because the tanks haven't missed once. I guess this doesn't count as high ground.
No, it does. One of the tank shots landed before the other one.
Ah,
you can,
yes,
you
it
can
did,
see when they
yeah.
don't land on the same place, right?
Yeah, it was when there was
But is he
one
really-
tank. It looked like it was hitting it, but look, he's adding more Sunken sail. He's adding more
Oh my
Sunkens.
God. Are you serious? Dude, Cryoc can just walk past this and go kill him. Oh, he's actually going for it. Oh, he's going for the bust. Alright,
no.
here we go.
Poor Faust. I wanted to
Is
believe,
he gonna lose
but
his den before Lurker Tech finishes?
I think he is. You need more Sunken sail. More Sunkens.
More Sunkens were the answer. Yikes. What's in the main base? Are there any lurkers on the map? Oh, there's 3
No.
lurkers morphing on the side.
Ooh. Maybe he can whip.
Yeah,
Oh my
actually
god.
finish.
Could you imagine if Cryoc ran, and then Cryoc ran across the map, then good old Faust moved his 3 lurkers in and killed every SCV. And
Dude,
then,
the only way Faust is gonna win this game is if Cryoc transfers all his SCVs to Faust's main and they die to lurkers. Like that's the only way that this game would be marginally close. I think Faust would still lose if Cryoc did that.
he does.
He's a fly block.
He does have the, he has the lurker in his main at least. He did manage to morph 1 lurker more. And it looks like Cryoc is going to go for this big death push. I do wonder if Cryoc maybe thinks that Faust has another base somewhere. He's not scanned for one, so he's actually been holding on to his scans, which is kind of crazy, given the fact he didn't really know what was going on at all.
Oh god, well here comes the counter! 3 lurkers, this is it, Kix! This is what you're rooting for. There's only like 80 Marines in the main base, but it's fine. Here we go! Going for the counter.
There's a vessel there as well.
It's alright, we believe in the power of the mighty Faust.
Oh my god, the lurkers! He's gonna put. Oh my god, look at that scan dodge. Look at that scan. Oh my god, no. GG.
GG.
Oh, poor Faust.
Unlucky. Unlucky Faust. Good effort though. Good effort.
And you know what, Faust? You showed some interesting games, and at the end of the day, that's the most important thing.
What the hell, dude? Oh god. Alright, well, looks like Cryoc gonna go through 2-0. Let's see what's actually happening here. Looks like... Alright, I'm gonna bring the bracket up onto the screen. Looks like Rhett won his game, so it's gonna be Rhett versus Santi. I'm pretty sure that's a ZBZ. It's probably already happening. Eon versus Lancer. Wait, are they playing already? Wait.
Eon's in the chat.
Alright, make sure we get in on that if it's happening. Looks like, ooh, Terra versus Our Play is also happening. Are they here?